The Perfect Guess by Emma Rous is her latest novel. She also wrote The Au Pair, which I believe was a book reviewed by a booktuber I follow with Cindy. Cindy describes The Au Pair as a sort of character study, psychological drama about an au pair that harms a child and the mom dealing with that. So I didn't read that one, but I wanted to read this one because it was on Alexa Donne's isolated thriller trope list, and I could get it before everyone else because the library I borrow stuff from opened up a new branch, and basically all the stuff there you can just borrow if you physically go there, because they're trying to get people to go to the new library branch. You can't put a hold on it and have it delivered to your library. So anyways, this story follows two timelines. There's Sadie in present day. She is a struggling actress who's trying to pay the rent. She's very spontaneous, or not really, I don't remember, but she basically has a hard time keeping down a job. So when she gets an invitation to be part of a murder mystery event at this old manor called Raven Hall, she jumps at the opportunity because the money's insane. She doesn't have to audition, and she's going to get some serious coin. And then we also have another timeline, 1988, I believe. Beth is a young orphan girl who is brought to Raven Hall, and she is going to be staying with Nina and her parents. They own this giant house called Raven Hall, and Beth will sort of be a companion for Nina. She's to be kept away from the village and the town. Also, there are some more sinister things going on because they make Beth do a game. So there's also a third perspective, and we're not really given any details till later on in the book. But the book has a really great concept with the whole murder mystery event thing. However, the book does this thing where it's kind of awkward, and it kind of shoves the present day story aside in favor of the earlier timeline with Beth. So that one becomes more interesting because more attention is given to it. Those chapters are longer and more frequent. So I found myself being more interested in Beth's storyline. However, when we get to the reason how these two interconnect, the book turns into a soap opera, like really melodramatic stuff, lots of twists, lots of like, but this happened, and all that crap. And honestly, I wasn't expecting all that. I wanted murder mystery stuff, and we don't really get that. The story unfolds, you get more details, you find out who that third person is, and it just kind of feels underwhelming at the end. The book did keep my attention, however, character development was pretty poor, and it did feel like just like a really big soap opera, really. And yeah, so I didn't really care for this book. I was hoping for, you know, murder mystery in an old house in the middle of nowhere. There is a tinge of Britishness to the prose because, you know, they talk about post instead of mail and things like that. So it's hard for me to mentally cast everyone in my mind because I already cast them as Americans. But overall, the book is quick to read. It's like 280 pages. But it's not an isolated thriller, murder mystery, you know, someone's coming for us one by one. I was sort of misled a little bit. It does have those settings, but it doesn't have any of the content, which is kind of sad because I really like the concept of, you know, someone being invited to a murder mystery event, because, you know, that's very that's a good concept. You know, it's very it's almost like the start of a horror movie. But overall, it didn't really satisfy me, so I give The Perfect Guess a 2.5 out of 5.